Welcome back to Profiles in Caring. Here's an incredible statistic for you. Nearly 2/3 of the world's HIV-positive population lives in sub-Saharan Africa. But it's not entirely hopeless. One nation there is leading the way in stopping the spread of AIDS. Doug Jardine continues the story now from Uganda.
The Mulago Hospital in Uganda's capital city of Kampala is the nation's largest referral hospital for those impacted by and infected with HIV/AIDS. And the emphasis here is on the kids. Doctors will see anywhere from 100 to 150 kids a day here, which is excellent news for the children, like 5-year-old Navispi, who sits on the lap of her 22-year-old sister. Their mother died of AIDS. They were left to care for themselves, and this hospital and the free drugs provided are literally keeping Navispi alive. Or how about Agnes?
Because after they tested my child, my son here with a PIDC clinic, that's when I got the advice from the doctors over here. So I picked up the interest and I went to workers treatment Mienga and I was treated.
So your son's HIV positive as well?
Yes.
How old is he?
Sir?
How old is he?
My son is 9 years now.
Is he well?
Very well.
Good.
Before I started the ARVs, it was very bad. I also used to fall sick, yet I had to work, I had to look for what to eat, at the same time look for money going to the clinics. So life was not good.
How do you pay for this clinic?
We don't pay even a single coin. Drugs are given to us freely. Food, I very much thank the donors that are giving us donations because everything here is free.
And there are hundreds of similar stories of those who are not cured, but because of drugs provided to them at no charge by the hospital and the American Foundation for Children with AIDS, can look forward to a quality of life they could not expect just a few years ago. It is a quality of life provided by a non-profit organization a half world away, and it is extremely costly for the foundation to do it. Shipping costs alone for the drugs each year exceeds $250,000.
Without the medicine, they would die. 50% of them would die by the age of 2. 75% of them would die by the age of 5. With the medicine, they can live, we graduated, as we called it in Uganda, children to be 19 years old.
The American Association for Children with HIV has markedly increased the numbers that we have on antiretroviral therapy here in this clinic and in our clinics that we have in the east and west of Uganda. We have been able to add on an extra 300 more children on antiretroviral therapy. And they've been able to support all our children who needed anti-cancer drugs.
And while organizations work in the hospital to prolong life and offer a new standard in the quality of life, a huge educational effort is underway here in Uganda's Mulago Hospital. This is an everyday occurrence here at Mulago Hospital, a meeting of the home health care team. Whether they visit by motorcycle or whether they go in a car as a team, it is a commitment that this hospital has made. And what that means to the community is that families and friends and neighbors can be tested right at home and they get the results immediately. On this day, the motorcycles and cars once again spread across the city. I was taken to the outskirts of Kampala to an apartment complex. The father has requested this home visit. He already knows that he and his wife carry the HIV virus. He wants to make sure his children do not. But because one family is tested at the request of others, they can be tested too. And the neighbor across the hall quickly steps forward to do exactly that.
It is very important to know the status of somebody's health in a family. And more so, especially when during this period of AIDS and what have you.
More needle pricks and more tests. The results will be known before the home health care crew leaves today. It is an anxious time for all and a scary time for the father as all his children are tested. But you want to know.
Yeah, I'm sure I need to know. I don't want to fear, and yet if I fear, it means I'm risking my life. Suppose I'm sick, how will I know that I'm sick? So I need to know that I'm sick or I am not sick.
Each takes his turn. Time passes. Everyone waits.
You put 2 drops of blood here and 1 drop of buffer. So it moves, you give it to move. In between here there are 2 spaces. One, the control line and the side of the patient. So if you have a line on the patient side and the control side, then that one has reacted. It is actually positive. But if you're having it on one side and on the control side, then that one is negative.
Another smile.
Congratulations, my son.
In fact, on this day, every single test is negative, and a relieved father knows he has not passed on a killer disease to his family. With that knowledge, he offers immediate warning and counsel to his 16-year-old son.
I'm advising you now, my son, since you have been tested and you have found negative, please, you have to take care. You have to take care because now you are old, you will start admiring girls. But if you are tempted, once you are tempted, please don't go direct without a condom. You have to use a condom always. Without it, please don't. Okay? That is my advice to you.
And when
you have to take care, 100% care.
And when it's time for him to get married?
When it's time for you to get married, okay, you have to go for another test. You and your what? And your lover. Okay? Don't temper to go with any girl without what? Or to play sex without a condom. Yeah.
And maybe another thing I want to tell him, never accept anyone's, for example, when a girl, your partner tells you that, I've tested and I've been found HIV negative, never accept that. The best way to do it is to get your partner, go for an HIV test as a couple. Okay?
Do you understand?
Because when you go with her and they test you as a couple, then you know the results from the person who has tested you. It's the person who will tell you, you're this and your partner is also HIV negative. Understood?
Then you are lucky. Thank God.
The mom died, eh?
Are you happy?
What did
Right on, man.
Does he know what
Sweet.
she died of?